Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to hour number 2 of the line, Talk 99.5 and Talk995.com. Right now, Donald Trump is in the Situation Room with his team to make a final determination on Iran. Now, yesterday, Scott Bessent came out and announced that the U.S. and Iran had reportedly reached an agreement on a 60-day ceasefire extension pending Trump's approval on a deal that's on the table. And this is something that apparently Iran has agreed to. And Donald Trump, it got to his desk, and he's like, meh. I'll think about it. You know, it allegedly incorporates all the things that we're asking for, but Donald Trump is letting them know, hey, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. I'm at a point where it's just kind of, we've had to toy with you guys so much, I don't even know if I want to do it anymore. Yes, so, and it's all part of the negotiation process, obviously. But, he says, listen, no money's going to be exchanged. There's not going to be anything done until our end of the deal is upheld. And so maybe that's maybe they're hammering out details. I mean, there's some stuff that's just a matter of language in the agreement that they have to hammer out and make sure is perfect. So there's no confusion. Nobody tries to manipulate what the agreement is, but we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. On the money side of things, so right now Iran has money that was their money, or they claim it's their money, that we went in and froze, right? Which is not money that we have or that we've seized. We've just frozen those assets through the Treasury and blocked their ability to get to it. So if Iran gets any money from this, it's just going to be a matter of certain assets being unfrozen and not extra money that they're getting on top of what they've already got. But again, we don't even know if that's happening. We have to wait and see what the deal says as they sit there and work out the details. And it's why you've seen the price of a barrel of oil go down over the last few days. The markets are confident that this is about to come to an end, and so that keeps trending down. Now, gas prices haven't necessarily reflected that. They kind of did a couple days ago, and then I think they went back up yesterday. But what you're going to have to see the price at the pump slide down in a consistent manner is a consistent slide of the price of a barrel of oil. And again, people are asking why can't we dictate the price and all this kind of stuff? And it goes back again to being a globally traded commodity. That would to say why can't we set our own price would be to say, within the stock market, why can't I set my own price on a particular stock? Well, that's because everybody's involved in it. Everybody's trading those stocks, so you can't pick and choose what you want a price of a particular stock to be. That's basically what it is. And so it's all dictated by the price. And once people overall are confident that that there is going to be an influx of oil hit the market, people are going to hurry up and start selling those stocks. Price is going to go down, and then, the price at the pump goes down. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I think, personally, that's right around the corner, and that's going to be good for everybody because, again, the foundation for a bolstered economy has been laid on many fronts. And, of course, everybody's ignoring all of these different things. They're just simply concentrating on gas prices, which, for people that don't really dig deep in the weeds on this stuff, it's understandable. It's the one commodity that affects you every single day. Between that and groceries, gas is the one thing you pay for the most. And so it's at the forefront, but all the other moves that are being made are in conjunction with this in mind, and it's all going to play out. And of course, the people that have, you know, hammered me or hammered you for sticking behind the president and saying he's doing the right thing. Once this all plays out and everybody sees that this worked out for the best, those people that were coming after you are going to be they're going to be gone. They're going to be long gone. They're not going to be talk. They're not going to come back to you and tell you were right. So don't expect that. The people that you've been arguing with on Facebook, they're not going to come back around in 2 months from now and say, well, you were right this whole time. They're just going to pretend like they never talked to you about it. It's the way those things go. All right, 205-545-9950. 545-9950. Let's see. So we had the explosion of the rocket, the Blue Origin rocket. I guess it was, what did I say it was called? It was static fire test. I guess they were just it's a test of the rocket. Like we said, it's an unmanned rocket, but it's just their practice run, and it blew up and created a massive fireball, which was exciting to see. There was another explosion where multiple people were injured in Texas, in Dallas, where an apartment complex exploded. It says multiple people were injured. Nearly 100 firefighters battled a 4-alarm fire after the explosion. Aerial footage of Oak Cliff apartment complex fully engulfed in flames. Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson released a statement saying, I'm closely monitoring the latest developments regarding the explosion in Oak Cliff. My prayers are with those injured, their families, and all of those who have suffered from this tragic event. Fire rescue personnel responded swiftly. Family reunification center being established. Blah, 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 blah. I'm looking at the video now, and yeah, that was...
Was it huge?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big one. Here, I'll show you, John Bird.
Okay.
I'll show you and YouTube. How does that sound?
That sounds good to me.
This is the fire.
Dang.
That's pretty massive.
And that building is toast.
Yeah. So that was yesterday as they ducked through the rubble and attempted to find people. I didn't see anything about any deaths, so hopefully everybody got out of there with minor injuries. It says at least 4 people were injured following the explosion. It was reported about 1:20 yesterday afternoon, 2-story apartment complex. Several victims were reported. One person was taken to a hospital, but the extent of the injuries weren't clear. People in the area reported hearing an explosion before the fire, but the exact cause of the blaze is unknown. Somebody probably just left that old gas stove on and just decided to light a crack pipe in the meantime.
Or maybe the owners were like, they owed some money to some bad guys that tried to do it for insurance.
Could have been a squatter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've been watching this show called Squatters, and Trish and I started watching it a couple days ago, and it's essentially this. So it's this guy and his sister, where his mom had previously, I think he said he lived in Oregon or something. His mom had passed away, and after she passed away, somebody moved into their house, the mom's house,
mm-hmm.
and stayed there for 6 months before they even realized it. And when they went to get her stuff and found out that person was living there, tried to kick them out, but couldn't because of the squatter laws. So he decided that he was going to start his own business where he went to families and provided his services to get squatters out of homes, would basically sign a lease with those families for that home and become the squatters' roommates and just run them out of town. It's pretty genius, honestly.
Man, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I'll talk about. I even got a story about a squatter. We'll talk about that when we get back. 205-545-9950. More than a line coming up after this. All right. 205-545-9950. If you want to get in, that's the way to do it. And at this time, we welcome in the one and only David Mitchell.
Hey now. Hey.
Yeah. David Mitchell.
Yeah, I forgot about the theme song.
What's up, dude?
Not much, man. Actually, can I borrow your charger?
Yeah, but this one's not working for some reason. That's why I was sitting
working?
here fooling with it. Try that out. See if it works.
We'll see. But yeah, man, life is good. I'm just trying to make it. I've got 15 days.
15 days,
15
dude.
days, dog.
Is that charger working for you?
Nah, ain't nothing happening.
No.
I got you, brother.
Yeah, he's got one. I've actually got another one too, and I'm about to test it out because this phone's about to die. My YouTube phone. Let's see.
Hey, when you stay ready, you never have to get ready.
Well, this one's not working either. Hold on.
I got the old iPhone.
Oh, look. Try this again. This thing wasn't on. See if you're charging now.
Yeah, we're good now. We're cooking.
Wait, this one's not working now. What in the world is going? Oh wait, there it goes. This thing right here is stupid. Okay, all right.
Good
So
now.
now we're both charging.
Yes, sir.
All right. So
Yeah,
we're
man.
back
15
on
days till. I say I do, man. It's getting real. It's getting real.
track. Man.
Got a bridal shower tomorrow. It's kind of flown by, like the process. We're fine tuning everything, kind of putting a bow on all the stuff that we need to finish paying off, and man, it's kind of surreal. It's kind of surreal. Like the closer I'm getting to it now, because a couple of guys on the other side, they were asking me, "Am I nervous?" I was like, "I'm not nervous. It's more of an anxious feeling. Like I'm just ready. I'm just ready for it. Like so, I got a few butterflies, and but I'm prepared, man. I've been waiting on this for a while now, so I'm ready to get this thing rolling.
Yeah, we've kind of fed into that a little bit in the lead up. The whole, oh my God, you're getting married, But just at this point, I think we can be honest and be like, it's not gonna be that big of a deal.
No,
It's
I'm ready
gonna
to
be
turn
fine.
Up. Yeah, I'm ready.
It's gonna be. I say it's not gonna be that big of a deal. You're gonna have fun. You're actually gonna have a blast, and it's gonna be great, especially once you get on the backside of it. I think the only part you're gonna be nervous, or that it's almost mandatory to be nervous, is right before she walks out.
Yeah.
And so comes down the aisle. The whole, exchanging vows, that's over before you know it.
Yeah.
And then it's just cutting loose after that. All the stress is going to be gone at that point.
Yeah.
Because the beauty of it is you got this whole grand setup and, everything, all the stuff's going on. You ain't got to worry about Ish. You go in there, you enjoy the party, you two get to dip out, and then everybody else gets to do the cleanup.
Exactly.
Y'all ain't got to worry about nothing.
Yeah. That's another thing too, man. I don't know. I guess as the groom, it's more of I just want the day to be just at ease. I just want to be at ease.
Yeah.
No, for her on the other hand, like she's got, they got early morning, wake up, breakfast, makeup, hair. Whereas for me, man, as long as my tux is fitting right, we good.
Yeah.
Like, just tell me what time. Okay, like let's roll.
You're just hanging out with the boys.
Legit, like legit.
And I would suggest, and I've seen this happen with a lot of younger people that get married, and you're not necessarily in this category because you're almost 30.
I am 30.
Or you are 30.
Yeah, I'm 30.
Some guys will be with the boys and they will kind of have a bachelor party light the day of the wedding. So because they're just sitting around hanging out waiting,
yeah,
they'll start drinking some beers.
Yeah, and then one turns into
7. 4, and then 7, and then 10, and it can get away from you real quick.
Yeah.
So I would advise to
It's a marathon.
not have. I would say don't have any alcohol
Before.
on the day of, but if you do, maybe just one beforehand to calm the nerves.
Okay.
That's
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
As long as you regulate. And the same's got to go for the groomsmen, because the last thing you need is a drunk groomsman.
Oh, yeah.
If you got, even if it's just one guy in the group that is the guy, when y'all go out, that y'all are dragging him out of the bar, you got to have a talk with him and say, listen, bro, you can do this after the wedding, but you're going to have to regulate yourself on the front end.
Yeah, I think, well, for the most part, all mine are, because some of them are already married, they're older, they got kids, they're going to be there too, so they got to play daddy duty, so they need to be, they're going to dial in. They're going to dial in. But I think for the most part, yeah, I think, a celebratory shot is always going to be.
There's nothing wrong with
we're
with
definitely
one.
going to do that. Just, get the cobwebs off, make sure I'm still alive, make sure I'm breathing.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So like just getting to the day now, especially when the calendar's about to flip, like I'm in final countdown mode. Like it's only getting closer.
Countdown.
We've been getting gifts and stuff from the registry, and it's been dope. It's just, it's a lot of, I don't know how to explain it, but the only way I can really kind of put it to the only way I can really think about it is through the sports lens, through football lens. I'm in that mode of like right before kickoff. Like it's after I've done, warm ups and stuff. It's just kind of that 10 to 15 minutes of like, I'm juiced up. I'm antsy, and I'm like, I'm ready for kickoff now. Like I'm ready for it to get here.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the past couple days it's starting to hit. Like once it hit under 20, I was like, okay, yeah, it's here.
It's here.
It's here. And she's been at ease too. Like she's been pretty calm as we've gotten closer. She's just, making sure she's talking to all her, her bridesmaids, like, hey, y'all, put on the extra pounds. I'll be like, you make sure everybody's dressed. These are the sizes that everybody says. So like, hey, make sure everybody good. Makeup's gonna be at this time, hair's gonna be at this time. So it's just, now I'm just ready to see the process through. Like the process for me is kind of on the back end of, let me make sure, I'm just ready for it to get here. Like I'm ready for it to get here.
Yeah.
But I'm excited though. I really am.
Yeah. Well, if you need any advice, any female advice after you get married and how to navigate, just ask John Bird. He's got all the female advice you need.
Yeah, because I was so successful in my marriage. Yeah, that was.
I mean, you were married for
23 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's longer than I was married for. My first marriage was only 12.
Yeah, my advice would be, don't do what I did.
Gotcha.
So just give him the playbook and say, here's the John Bird playbook.
Do not
do the opposite.
Do opposite.
Read this book backwards. And
yeah, and the big thing is, let her do all the housework, because women, they appreciate that.
Yeah. Well,
but be there to help.
for sure.
No,
Don't be there to help.
no, and she needs to rub your feet every night.
Okay.
Well.
This
And
is the
massage
whole
your
don't
back.
do
So
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I got you. Exact opposite.
Exactly.
No, but she's military, dog. Like it's a very organized situation I'm coming into.
Yeah, I don't know that even our advice applies to what Damien's going to be dealing with, because he's dealing with a different animal than what we've married.
Like I'm a military spouse now. Like, I'm about to be a military spouse. Like,
you're a military husband.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm kind of finding my niche, kind of finding my groove. Like, hey, when she says we leaving at 6:00, like we going out that door. Like
That's it. By the way, that is going to be something that none of us can give you advice on. And that is dealing with a woman that is ready to leave when it's time.
No, like it is,
because none of us know what that's like.
Yeah, she is. Yes, like at 6:00, we better be a couple miles down the road. Like we should. Yeah, we're gonna be on time.
Most of us are sitting in the car waiting on our wives as they're halfway through putting their makeup on.
No,
like we're supposed to be on the road and she ain't even in the car yet.
No,
that's what we're used to.
Nah.
That's what non-military husbands are used to.
Yeah, mine's a little different. There's a lot more structure, which I'm perfectly fine with. It's fun. Like it's kind of fun. I'm like, dang. So I know if we got an itinerary planned, we gonna stick to that thing as close as possible. Like any sort of diversions on the road, no, we don't play those.
That's a good thing, man.
Oh, it's amazing. Like I've had to like get it together a little bit. Like, oh yeah, like make sure my eyes ain't puffy or nothing. Let's ride. Let's go.
All right, so
and yes, I can stay on for another segment.
Okay, that was what I was going to ask. All right, let's do that. We get to talk a little bit about the Stallions too, because they've got a game tomorrow. Are they still in the hunt for the playoffs?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Like we don't even know.
There's just so many caveats. I think they are.
Okay.
From what I've seen in the rules and how they're being interpreted now, there's a lot of gray area.
All right, we'll see. We'll talk about that when we get back. 205-545-9950. Hang tight. And who is this?
Mystic Prophecy.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Done.
I mean, it's all right. What do you think?
Okay, I'm deleting. I'm getting rid of it. It's gone.
Yeah, go ahead and ditch
It's
that
not really
one.
my cup of tea, but
I did let Damien watch John Bird and Andrew go to a football game
Oh
during the break.
no!
Yeah.
you had a good time, brother.
I sure did, man.
You did.
Made the jumbotron twice.
I know it.
Dang.
What about Saturday night though?
This is what do you mean?
Oh, what about Friday night though?
Oh, yeah, you said something about Friday night, which was 2 days before Jawbone Jam.
Oh yeah. It was
You had a good time.
yeah, it was a good time, man. Saw the sun come up.
Oh boy.
Yeah, met a good friend, good listener.
Yeah, made you feel young again, right?
You could, yeah.
When's the last time you closed down 3 different bars?
Maybe when I was like 25.
So several
Well, I
years
was
ago.
62.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Well, he shut down 2 bars and a deli, is what he
Yes.
did.
Hey,
Yes,
that's a trifecta right there, dog.
And
Yeah.
then had to work up here the next morning at 6
And
a.m.
had a nice
I hadn't
nice
done that since
friend,
I was
nice young
23.
lady wanted to go out in the town.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, listeners. So you know.
Hey, I ain't mad at you, dog.
Nice
Do
young
do
lady.
your thing. Hey, I was young once.
Yeah, I know.
I was young once.
You know, I mean, it doesn't matter. You know, 28, 27. You know,
Ooh, late 90s.
If you stay ready,
You
never
never.
have to get ready. See, man,
Never.
you drilled that in my head for the past
And
four
now
and a
look
half
at
years.
you. Now
Yep.
look at you. Yeah,
he was listening. He was ready at Jawbone Jam.
Let's go.
He was ready for an all-nighter.
Jeez.
I ain't mad at you, dog. Do your thing.
So the Stallions, we had a blast at the game 2 weeks ago, and they pulled it out.
Yeah.
You know, had that blocked kick. I don't know what happened last week other than they lost. I didn't watch the game.
In the span of a minute and like 22 seconds, we gave up a 4-point lead, and the Columbus Aviators scored 15 points.
So they had the game won and just blew it at the end.
Correct.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's why we're in the situation we're in now.
So if they would have won last week, they would have been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Would have only
They
four-
would have. You would still have to win tomorrow. You still got to win tomorrow, but it would have been a lot because we would have had the tiebreaker over Louisville.
So is there? How do the playoffs work? Just
Man.
4 teams?
Yeah, top 4 teams. Orlando is already clinched. DC, Birmingham, Louisville, and St. Louis is clinched as well. So DC, Birmingham, and Louisville are kind of in a like everybody needs help along the way. So DC needs to beat. From what I've been seeing and what I've been told, I still think there's some inconsistencies with it. DC needs to beat Orlando, which probably ain't gonna happen. Louisville needs to lose to Columbus on Sunday morning. We've got to beat Houston for us to solidify that we're in the playoffs. See, what I thought originally was DC losing last week kind of really threw everything off, because now there could potentially be 3 teams that are 5-5. Louisville lost to Birmingham week 1, but they beat DC, and DC's beating Birmingham. So it's essentially if we win and both of those teams lose, we will have the strength of schedule, strength of record over DC, even though they beat us head to head. But we would still be on top of Louisville because we beat Louisville head to head. So like it's complicated.
So we could win tomorrow
And still not make the playoffs.
and still not make the playoffs.
So we need Columbus to beat Louisville.
And how likely is that?
If Birmingham would have beaten Columbus last week, I'd tell you that it wouldn't be a percentage chance. But it's Louisville's hitting their streak at the right time.
Mm.
And I don't think they're as good. I think the teams that they've played have been kind of and Columbus isn't a good team, to be honest, and I still understand how we lost to them. But Columbus is going to have to play exactly or very similar to how they played last week. And really and truly, we've got to beat Houston, and we lost to Houston on field goals a few weeks ago. So it's just kind of it's uncomfortable. That's kind of like the only thing I can describe.
Saying
it.
don't get your hopes up?
It's we need it. Like I think if the team plays with a sense of urgency and a sense of desperation of like this could potentially be your last game, give it all you got. But Houston is good, but also if we play like we're supposed to, it shouldn't be a ball game.
Boomer, what's your opinion on it?
My opinion is everybody in the league needs to lose, and Birmingham needs to win tomorrow.
Pretty much.
That would be wild if
Pretty
every single team lost.
Pretty much.
No, that's the only situation I could see. But no, I'm still going to go out there and I'm going to cheer my boys on, and I'm going to be the loudest SOB out there. You know, I love my Birmingham Stallions, and man, this is the last game of the season. Come cheer us on. We need all our fans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Tomorrow, 2 p.m., man.
It's gonna be a weird situation because you're gonna have a Stallions game going on, and then next door there's gonna be Birmingham Comic-Con. So there's gonna be you're gonna have the bunch of people dressed in weird anime outfits mingling with the Stallions fans.
I tell them, come on. Stallions fan, we got our shirts off. So
show up at the game.
Yeah.
And they show up at the game too.
I'm down.
That would be good if they would show up at the game. That's what y'all should do is get some Birmingham Stallions representative to catch people going into Comic-Con or coming out of Comic-Con and be like, hey, man, I got you a free ticket right here. Just come on in and cheer for us.
Well, I'll tell you what, I got 2 right now. So if anybody's going to Comic-Con tomorrow and wants 2 free tickets to the Birmingham game and will show up in your costume, bring it on. John Bird's got my number.
Boomer's got you, Cools. All right, man.
Peace out. God bless and have a great weekend. Be safe. Love y'all.
And giddy
You
up,
too, brother.
Giddy up. There it is.
There we go.
Who's the best team in the league? Orlando.
And we beat Orlando. So
Really?
Yeah. It's DC would have been had Jordan Tayamu not gotten hurt because Spencer Sanders, Lord Jesus, he's terrible at quarterback. He's bad. Not to say that DTR has been phenomenal, but he's better than that. But Orlando, yeah, they're probably the most complete. They can win in a bunch of different ways. St. Louis, they got hot. They came out the gate kind of hot. Now they're starting to sputter a little bit. Birmingham, really and truly, is probably the most. They're the most skilled. They're the most skilled. Like when I watch Birmingham and all the different ways that we can, especially on the offensive side, the way that we can at times look competent and very explosive. Dorian Thompson-Robinson at quarterback with him and just the versatility that he gives you with his legs. Like we're probably the most dynamic offensively, but we just can't get it together. Defensively, we've played above our weight class at times, and then we've played down to our opponent at times. So it's just we're extremely average for the talent that we have. Like it's very after now 9 games of watching it and really consuming it and looking at just how the other teams are kind of built and how their identities are. Birmingham is probably the most skilled, athletic, average team in the league, and I mean that in a good. I know it may sound bad, but like I mean that in a good way. Of we've seen moments where it's like, oh, like they can score it at a clip, but then it's in the middle of drives.
Yeah,
it's just frustrating. It's frustrating. Like it's very similar, and I don't mean this as a shot, but it's extremely similar to Auburn this past season, where like you can't look at that collection of talent and tell me that they're not good.
Yeah,
but then your record is what it is. So
yeah. What's Auburn going to do this year? I mean, we
I
are
love
getting
Alex.
close to football season.
92 days.
Dang.
Yeah, I love Alex Golesh. Like I'm rocking with him. Like
I like him too.
Yeah, I think it's if Byron Brown clicks, Auburn can be one of the more competitive teams in the SEC. Defensively, you still got DJ Durkin, defensive coordinator. Got Xavier Atkins. I mean, he is a wrecking ball at linebacker. You got some guys that hit the portal, but I don't think they are extremely detrimental. Not now losing Keldrick Falk, Ron Crawford, those guys. That's going to. I think Jarrett Smith. He's a defensive lineman. I'm almost positive he went to Thompson. He's good. He's gonna be a dude. And the pieces that you have, Alex Golesh, his system, it works. Like everywhere he's gone, he's had success. So unless Auburn gets in Auburn's way, I find it difficult that Auburn won't have success this year.
Yeah.
But they got to, they play Tennessee, right?
Oh, is it that time? Is it that year?
Yeah,
Oh,
with the
that'd be fun.
new schedule and stuff. Yeah, they got to take a trip up to Neyland.
Oh, nice. I'm sure Alex Golish will get a, a round of applause from
As
the,
he should.
Yeah,
Like,
he will. He will.
Right, like
Tennessee fans love that guy
yeah.
for sure.
I was watching Hendon Hooker highlights yesterday, man.
Really?
Yeah, just
I miss that guy.
yeah, just that nostalgia feeling, man. He needs a statue for real.
Well, we got one more week with you next week. You said.
Yeah,
So we'll plan on talking college football when you come back. How's that sound?
I'm cool.
Unless John Berg goes out all night with another chick, and then we'll talk about that. But
No comment.
if you know what I mean, we'll do college football next week. How's that sound?
I'm down.
All right, man. Well, have a good weekend. Appreciate you
Y'all as
stopping
well.
by, and let's do it again.
Absolutely.
All right, quick break. Coming back on the other side with possibly Matt Murphy. Who knows? Back after this. Always enjoyed Damian Mitchell. What would we do without a friend like Damian Mitchell, by the way? Life just wouldn't be the same. Always got to have a guy like that in your corner. You know what I mean? Somebody that's just, he's kind of straight edge, but he's kind of not.
Yeah, well, I mean, I appreciate that. I mean,
he'll
I
tell
like
you
to
like it
think
is.
I like to think I'm like that.
Plus, it's always important to have black friends in your life. You know. So when somebody calls you racist, you're like, no, I've got a black friend.
That's the ultimate racist apology.
I know. I've actually got a black friend. No, we don't. We don't. We don't care what you look like, unless you got purple hair and a septum ring. Other than that, we're good to go. Somebody that does not have a septum ring is one Matt Murphy. Matt Murphy, how are you?
How do you know? You ever known anybody with a Prince Albert?
Yeah, I think John Bird's had one before, actually.
Does he? Well, yeah.
I think he beat you to it. Unless y'all got it done together.
Negative. That I've never. Wait a minute. Have I ever seen John Bird's bare bottom? Let's see. Have you, Andrew?
Let me think.
Matt, don't you remember that weekend back in 2002?
Oh yeah. We
Yeah.
ended up in jail. I do remember that.
Actually, yes. Now that I think about it, I have. But it was it was something. It happened on the podcast. I don't even remember what he was doing, but he pulled
Andrew,
his ass out.
I owe the Andrew Mclain Hey Now Nation a sincere apology for failing you last week. I'm sorry. I could go into a long, convoluted reason. I don't think it's worth it, but I apologize for not being a part of the show last week. And I hope that you find it in your heart at some point during our relationship to forgive me.
I think didn't we miss you the past 2 weeks? I think it's been 2 weeks since we had you.
Maybe. I don't know. You know, time just flies by when you're having a good time. I don't know. Maybe so.
I have been
What's up in your
watching.
world? Oh, because, well, I missed Jawbone Jam Day, so that was, I guess, 2 weekends ago, or 2 Fridays ago. So, yeah, I did miss that. How did that go? It looked like it was a ton of fun for everybody.
It was good, and we were just talking about this, but and I've got John Bird shaking his head. But, John, Matt Murphy doesn't know. I've got to tell him. I got to tell him what happened.
All right.
So we have a great time. Of course, John Bird and I were out there to introduce Brother Kane, which was the final band, and we screwed up the intro, and the band got mad at us, and it was a whole thing. But afterwards, John Bird and I were talking to one of our lovely listeners, young lady. Out of Tuscaloosa, and I had to get out of there, so I left John Bird to his own devices, and he was chatting with her, and they were having a good time or whatever, and time got away from them, and then 11:30 crept around, and the staff at Iron City said, hey, you guys ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here, and so John Bird's new friend says, well, where do you want to go next? And, of course, 62-year-old John Bird says, where do you want to go? I'll go anywhere. So they end up going to another bar. And they end up hanging out there until that bar closes down. And so they get kicked out of there. And she says, where you want to go next? And so they go to, I think it was Al's Deli at 2:45 in the morning. And they end up closing that place down. And by that point, it's like 4:30 in the morning. And they're like, well, I'm really tired. I can't really drive home at this point. Let's take a quick nap. So they take a nap in her car. And then John Bird leaves from the car straight to the station because he had to work here at 6 o'clock the next morning.
What?
That's all
John,
100% true.
You met a woman and slept with her in her car the same night?
Yeah, but it's literally, and she's a good friend. She's probably listening. I mean, she's a good friend. She's a student in Alabama. She's an accountant.
She's 27.
So stop it. Stop it.
How old is she, John?
I thought she was 28, but she said she was 27.
Just turned 27.
Just turned 27.
So you could be her grandfather. Go ahead.
Yeah, the sad thing is, but I mean, we're friends. We're good friends.
They are just friends, as far as I know.
Well, yeah. I mean, as far as she's going to admit, but I mean, but in in those quiet times when you're all by yourselves, Friends need to cuddle too, I guess.
Sometimes friends cuddle.
Is she blind?
No, she's blonde.
I was just asking because she was hanging out with you. I didn't know. I mean, I was just asking. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, that's all right.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Well, that's congratulations. I mean, I'm surprised y'all didn't go to the Quest. Isn't that your normal go-to?
Well, the Quest got shut down. I mean, I guess
What?
they could have gone there and taken a nap in the abandoned building.
Well, they couldn't when it came time for yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, John.
No, I just said when it came time for drag night, Matt Murphy wasn't showing up as Dolly Parton anymore, so they couldn't keep it going.
I guess so. I mean, I thought for just a brief second, what was that, Al's on 7th? I thought when you said Al's Deli, you were about to say Al's on 7th.
Well, that's what I thought too when he first told me the story, but it was
Delicious
Al's Deli.
loaded bakers.
I mean, hey, Andrew, don't we secretly think he went to Al's on 7th? But he, like, as he was saying it to you, he realized, he was like, oh, yeah, and then we went to Al's Deli.
Yeah.
Deli.
Well, listen, John Bird that night would have gone wherever he was told to go. I'll go ahead and put it that way.
I got to make the decisions.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we Ubered all over the place.
How did you perform the next morning, John? Did you do okay?
Yeah.
He looked rough. He
No,
sent
I
me a
looked rough,
selfie.
yeah.
He still had his. So you know what he does at Jawbone Jams? How he dresses up in some grandiose outfit. So he was dressed as a grunge '90s rocker.
Chad.
His name. He called himself Chad. And so he sent me a
Wig and
selfie
everything.
from the producer's booth the next morning. He's still in the same outfit, same flannel shirt and jeans. He's still got his 99.5 lanyard hanging around his neck. He looked rough.
Yeah, it was pretty bad because I didn't know with cut jeans, when you want to make ripped jeans, you have to cut them horizontal. I cut one vertical, and it slowly came apart during the course of the night. So it was.
So John Bird's philosophy on life, y'all need to understand this. I think most of your listeners get this, Andrew, but just so John is the definition of YOLO. You only live once, but in John's version, you would only want to.
You're on fire today, brother.
You only want to live once. Yeah, it was wild, man. It was unlike any Jawbone Jam I've ever experienced.
What happened with the, is this a sensitive subject? What happened with the introduction? Those things are hard, man, because some people want the build-up. Some bands I've done this in the past where some bands want you to really pump it up. Some bands don't want you to pump it up. They want you to keep it really low-key, and they get really sensitive if you don't do it right.
Yeah, I found that out for the first time. And so we've got I guess we got a minute left. So let me tell you real quick. So it's Brother Kane. They tell us, hey, nothing's worse than us getting introduced and then we're not ready to go out on stage right after you do it. So we're like, okay, so I have to go up there and give away a TV from Danny Knowles. I go up there, we draw a name, give away the TV. And at that point, I'm stalling and I'm looking over at AJ waiting for him to give me the signal that, I can go ahead and introduce the band. Well, I'm stalling. And then AJ kind of gives me a nod like, yeah, go ahead. And so we're like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome home to Birmingham, Brother Kane. And then nothing happens, and we just quietly walk off stage, and I can hear the singer go, they effed it up. And I just put my head down and walked away. And so it was bad.
That's great. It's going to be a good show with the singer in that mood. That's funny.
No doubt. Well, listen, man, get in touch with us next week. I know this was short and sweet, but we can do it again next Friday.
Yeah, let's get back on schedule. I apologize to everybody. I love all of y'all down there. You know how much I care for everyone not named John Bird, and we'll do it again next week.
All right, buddy. We'll see you. There it is. The Matt Murphy, hour number 3 next.